People need to know about all the great bargains at Ames.
Look at all the fashion sales.
The sale price on this wash is much too low.
Don't you remember the New Year's party? You said thanks to you.
The 1970s witnessed a thriving retail landscape, characterized by iconic stores that defined the era. However, not all of these beloved businesses managed to endure. From renowned department stores to cherished specialty shops, here are 20 famous stores from the 1970s that eventually faced bankruptcy.
Tops for guys and gals on sale now for just $9.97 at Miller's Outpost, the fashion answer.
Miller's Outpost opened in 1970 and quickly became a popular store, especially in the western United States. It was well known for selling trendy clothing, including jeans, shirts, and accessories that appealed to teenagers and young adults. At its peak, Miller's Outpost had over 300 stores, making it a go-to spot for fashion-savvy shoppers. However, the store faced tough times in the early 2000s. Changing fashion trends and declining sales took their toll, and by 2007, Miller's Outpost couldn't keep up with the competition. The once bustling stores started to close, and eventually the entire chain went out of business. The rise of new fashion retailers and shifting consumer preferences led to the end of Miller's Outpost, marking the closure of a beloved store that had once been a staple in many shopping centers.
I love bargains.
Bargains. Bargain.
You're listening to what these people are saying?
There's tons of bargains here at Ames.
Ames first opened its doors in 1958 and grew to become a well-loved discount retail store in the United States. At its height, Ames had over 700 stores, mainly located in the Northeast, Midwest, and Southeast regions. The store was known for offering a wide variety of products, from clothing and household items to toys and electronics, all at affordable prices. Despite its popularity, Ames faced significant challenges in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Increased competition from other discount retailers and poor financial management led to mounting debts and declining sales. These issues ultimately forced Ames to file for bankruptcy, and by 2002, the company closed all of its stores. The closure marked the end of an era for many loyal shoppers who had come to rely on Ames for their everyday needs.
Created with fine jewelry from Service Merchandise, America's leading jeweler.
Service Merchandise was a well-known store in the USA that opened its doors in 1934. It became a popular shopping spot, especially in the 70s, with around 400 locations across the country, mainly in the South and Midwest. This store sold a wide range of products, including jewelry, electronics, toys, and home goods. Service Merchandise was unique because of its catalog showroom model. Shoppers would browse items in a catalog, fill out an order form, and then pick up their purchases from the store's warehouse. This was a big hit for many years, making it a favorite for families looking for a one-stop shop. However, by the 1990s, things started to go downhill. The rise of big box stores like Walmart and the changing retail landscape put a lot of pressure on Service Merchandise. They struggled to keep up with the competition and the shift in shopping habits. In 2002, after years of declining sales and financial troubles, Service Merchandise filed for bankruptcy and closed all its stores.
We've changed our aisles. We've changed our styles.
Montgomery Ward was a well-known American retail store that first opened in 1872. It became one of the biggest names in retail, especially popular throughout much of the 20th century. At its peak, it had over 250 stores spread nationwide. Montgomery Ward sold a wide range of products, from clothing and furniture to electronics and household goods. It started as a mail-order business, which was quite innovative at the time, allowing people to shop from home using a catalog. This model helped it grow quickly and become a household name. However, by the late 20th century, Montgomery Ward started facing serious challenges. Mismanagement and fierce competition from other big box retailers like Walmart and Target made it hard for the company to keep up. Despite efforts to modernize and revamp its stores, sales continued to decline. In 2001, after struggling with financial issues, Montgomery Ward filed for bankruptcy and closed all its stores. Now, let's look at another iconic 70s store that faced a fate similar to Montgomery Ward's.
There's a brand new store in town. It's called Zayre.
Take another look, take another look, take another look at Zayre.
Zayre was a well-known discount store chain in the USA that first opened in 1956. It quickly became popular, especially in the eastern and midwestern parts of the country, eventually growing to over 200 stores. People loved shopping at Zayre because it sold a wide range of products at low prices. You could find clothes, household items, toys, and more. Despite its popularity, Zayre started facing financial troubles in the 1980s. These problems led to the decision to sell the company. In 1990, Zayre was sold to Ames department stores, which led to the closure of all Zayre locations. This marked the end of a beloved store that many people grew up with. Bradley's was a huge store that opened in 1958, mostly in the northeast part of the United States. People loved it because it had a little bit of everything: clothes, home stuff, toys, you name it. It was like a one-stop shop for families. At its peak, Bradley's had around 105 stores, which is pretty impressive. They were popular because they offered decent quality at affordable prices. You could find trendy stuff there, but also basics that everyone needed. It was kind of like a Walmart or a Target before those became huge. Unfortunately, Bradley's faced tough times. By 2001, they had to shut down because of competition from other stores and some financial problems. It was a sad ending for such a well-loved store.
When you think of Corvettes, records, cameras, and television sets. But now, there's another Corvettes at Corvettes.
E.J. Corvette was a popular store that first opened in 1948. It became a favorite, especially in the Northeast and Midwest United States, because it offered a wide variety of products at great prices. You could find clothes, appliances, furniture, and even records there. It was one of the first discount stores and changed the way people shopped. At its height, E.J. Corvette had over 50 stores, and people loved the bargains and the convenience of getting everything they needed in one place. It was like a shopping destination for many families. However, by 1980, E.J. Corvette had to close down. The main reasons were mismanagement and growing competition from other stores. They struggled to keep up with the changes in the retail industry and couldn't maintain their place in the market. Now, let's dive into the story of another retail giant that couldn't withstand the test of time.
Celebrate Two Guys' week-long 4th of July sale with fabulous bargains in every department. Save on this 10-inch portable grill. Two Guys priced at just $5.22.
Two Guys was a popular retail chain that started in 1946 and quickly gained a following, especially on the East Coast and in the Midwest United States. At its peak, it had around 100 stores spread across these regions. Two Guys was known for offering a wide range of products, from clothing and household items to electronics and toys. It became a go-to destination for budget-conscious shoppers looking for affordable yet quality goods. However, as time passed, Two Guys faced significant challenges. Intense competition from other retail giants, along with financial issues, began to take a toll on the company. The changing retail landscape and shifting consumer preferences also played a role in its decline. In 1982, Two Guys succumbed to these pressures and filed for bankruptcy. This led to the closure of all its stores, marking the end of an era for a once popular retail chain that had been a staple in many communities for decades. A&P, short for the Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company, was a major player in American grocery retailing. It started way back in 1859 and grew to become one of the largest grocery chains in the country. At its height, A&P boasted over 16,000 stores nationwide, mainly concentrated in the Northeast. People loved A&P for its wide selection of groceries and competitive prices. It was a go-to destination for families looking to stock up on essentials from fresh produce to pantry staples. However, as time went on, A&P faced tough competition from other grocery chains. The rise of megastores and discount retailers put pressure on A&P's traditional business model. Additionally, financial mismanagement within the company added to its woes. By 2015, A&P could no longer keep up. The company filed for bankruptcy and was forced to close its doors for good. This marked the end of an era for a grocery chain that had been a fixture in American communities for over a century.
This is the beginning, the perfect place to start. For fashion, fun, and family, for matters of the heart.
Caldor was a well-known retail chain that first opened its doors in 1951, primarily serving customers in the Northeast United States. Over the years, it grew to have around 145 stores in this region. Caldor was popular for its diverse range of products, including clothing, home goods, electronics, and more. It attracted a loyal customer base with its competitive pricing and convenient locations. However, as the retail landscape evolved and competition intensified, Caldor faced challenges. Declining sales and increased competition from other retailers put pressure on the company's financial health. In 1999, Caldor filed for bankruptcy as a result of these difficulties. This led to the closure of all its stores, marking the end of Caldor's presence in the retail market. Although it was once a significant player in the northeastern retail scene, Caldor's closure highlighted the challenges faced by traditional brick-and-mortar stores in a rapidly changing industry. Next is a beloved home goods retailer that managed to thrive for decades.
Linens and Things, keeping America's homes beautiful through quality, selection, and 20 to 40% off regular prices every day.
Linen and Things was a prominent home goods retailer that first opened its doors in 1975. It quickly became a go-to destination for shoppers looking for a wide variety of home products, from bedding and bath essentials to kitchenware and decor items. At its peak, Linen and Things had over 500 stores scattered across the nation. The store's popularity stemmed from its extensive selection of quality products and competitive prices, making it a favorite among homeowners and decorators alike. However, in 2008, Linen and Things faced a significant setback. The company struggled to compete with other home goods retailers, such as Bed Bath & Beyond, and online platforms like Amazon. This intensified competition, coupled with economic challenges at the time, led Linen & Things to file for bankruptcy. As a result, all Linen & Things stores closed down, marking the end of an era for a beloved home goods retailer. G.C. Murphy, a well-known store, started its journey in 1906 and became a go-to place for many shoppers in the Midwest and Eastern United States. At its peak, it had about 500 stores spread across these regions, offering a variety of products from household items to clothing and more. However, in 2001, G.C. Murphy faced a significant change when Ames Department Stores acquired it. This acquisition led to a series of challenges, including financial difficulties, ultimately resulting in bankruptcy. As a consequence, G.C. Murphy had to close its doors, marking the end of an era for this once popular retail chain. The closure of G.C. Murphy was a loss for many loyal customers who had grown accustomed to its offerings and convenient locations.
Shopping can be hectic. So much to do. Which way to turn? But there is a store with the best selection and low prices every day. It's Gold Circle.
Ever heard of Gold Circle? If you were around in the 70s, you might remember this once popular store that was a big deal back then. Gold Circle first opened its doors in 1967. With about 76 stores mainly scattered across the Midwest and Northeast United States, it quickly became a go-to spot for shoppers looking for a mix of everything. From clothing to home goods, Gold Circle had it all. It wasn't just another store, it was the place to be seen shopping. People loved the variety it offered and the reasonable prices that didn't break the bank. However, like many good things, Gold Circle's reign didn't last forever. In 1988, it faced a tough blow when it was sold to Federated Department Stores. This change in ownership led to a series of closures, marking the end of an era for this once iconic store. Another retail gem from that era shut its doors following a change of ownership. Let's find out.
Day after Thanksgiving, anyone getting to Hills beginning at 6 a.m. can get incredible early bird specials. Better hurry to Hills' two-day sale.
Back in 1957, Hills burst onto the scene, setting up shop with around 214 stores across the Midwest and Northeast United States. It wasn't just a store, it was a hub of activity, offering a little something for everyone. From clothing to household goods, Hills had a knack for providing quality products at affordable prices. It quickly became a favorite among shoppers who appreciated the convenience and variety it offered. However, Hills' journey took a turn in 1999 when Ames Department Stores acquired it. This change in ownership brought about challenges, and unfortunately, Hills eventually faced bankruptcy, leading to the closure of its stores. For many loyal customers, the news of Hills closing was a sad moment. It had been a familiar sight in their communities, a place where they could count on finding what they needed without breaking the bank.
Shampoo, Faye's brand shampoo. Just the essentials for college. Convenience. It's a really nice store.
Faye's Drug is a name that brings back memories for many who grew up in the Northeast United States. Starting in 1958, Faye's Drug quickly became a beloved local spot, growing to about 272 stores. What set Faye's apart was its focus on providing not just pharmaceuticals, but also a wide range of everyday items. From health and beauty products to household essentials, Faye's had it covered. It was more than just a pharmacy. It was a one-stop shop for many families. However, in 1997, Faye's Drug faced a significant change when it was acquired by JCPenney and integrated into their thrift drug unit. This shift in ownership and strategy ultimately led to the closure of Faye's stores, marking the end of an era for this beloved chain. For those who frequented Faye's, its closure was met with nostalgia and a sense of loss. It had been a familiar sight in neighborhoods, a trusted source for healthcare needs and everyday necessities.
Don't wait another day. Now at Lechmere, everything is at least 50% off during the final weeks of their going out of business sale.
Lechmere was a renowned retail store that started its journey back in 1913, making it a long-standing player in the U.S. market. It gained immense popularity over the years, becoming a household name for shoppers seeking a wide range of products and a pleasant shopping experience. At its peak, Lechmere boasted around 27 stores scattered across the country, serving a vast customer base. The store was known for its diverse offerings, ranging from electronics and appliances to home goods and clothing. It had a knack for staying up to date with the latest trends, making it a go-to destination for many shoppers. However, despite its initial success, Lechmere faced significant challenges in the late 1990s. Intense competition from other retail giants coupled with internal financial struggles led to its eventual downfall. In 1997, Lechmere closed its doors for the last time, marking the end of an era in retail history. The closure of Lechmere was a blow to many loyal customers who cherished the store's unique offerings and friendly atmosphere. Up next is the story of the rise and fall of another retail giant.
Now at the Treasury, fresh-cut Christmas trees. Select from a wide assortment of northern-cut trees at prices you won't believe.
The Treasury was a popular store in the USA from the 1970s, but that's now just a memory. Back in 1962, it burst onto the scene, offering a wide range of products that shoppers loved. From clothing to home goods, it had something for everyone. At its peak, the Treasury had around 112 stores scattered nationwide. People flocked to these stores, drawn in by the diverse selection and competitive prices. It was like a shopping paradise for many, with bustling aisles and excited customers. However, as time went on, competition grew fiercer. Other retail giants emerged, offering similar products at lower prices. The Treasury struggled to keep up, facing challenges in maintaining its customer base and staying profitable. By 1981, the inevitable happened. Due to mounting financial difficulties and intense competition, the Treasury had to close its doors for good. It was a sad day for loyal customers and employees who had grown fond of the store's unique charm.
W.T. Grant and Grant City's out-of-business sale. By order of the U.S. District Court, 251 stores from coast to coast are forced to close.
W.T. Grant, a legendary name in the retail world, started its journey way back in 1906. With a whopping 1,200 stores at its peak, it was a retail giant with a nationwide presence. From coast to coast, you could find a W.T. Grant store bustling with shoppers. These stores were not just about shopping, they were a part of the community. Families relied on W.T. Grant for a wide range of goods, from household essentials to trendy items. It was like a one-stop shop for everything you needed. However, despite its early success and massive reach, W.T. Grant faced challenges in the 1970s. Financial mismanagement and increasing competition from other retailers put a strain on the company. Keeping up with changing consumer trends and evolving retail landscapes became a struggle. In 1976, the inevitable happened. W.T. Grant filed for bankruptcy, marking the end of an era.
Free Western Flyer bike is on sale at Western Auto. 12-speed and 10-speed racers, flashy high-rise buzz bikes, even our action-packed BMX and mag wheel bikes.
Back in the 1970s, there was this legendary store in the U.S. called Western Auto. It didn't just pop up then, It started way back in 1909, which is pretty impressive. They were all about auto parts and accessories, basically your go-to spot for anything car-related. At its peak, Western Auto was a total juggernaut, with over 1,200 stores scattered across the nation. Imagine that! They were like the Amazon of car stuff before Amazon was even a thing. People loved them because, well, who doesn't need stuff for their cars, right? But as the years rolled on, things started to change. By the time 2003 came around, Western Auto had to close its doors for good. The main reason? Declining sales. It's sad but not uncommon in the retail world. Sometimes trends shift and businesses have to adapt or face the consequences. What did they sell? Everything from spark plugs to oil filters, car wax to windshield wipers. You name it, they had it. If it had to do with cars, Western Auto was the place to be. They were a staple in many communities, and their absence was felt when they closed down. Let's shift focus to another iconic store from the 1970s that couldn't withstand changing times despite its popularity.
Every day of every week, you'll find the lowest prices on all your food needs at any one of the many conveniently located Pick and Save.
In the late 1970s, Pick and Save burst onto the retail scene in the USA, opening its doors in 1977 with a promise of convenience and savings. It quickly became a household name, particularly in the West Coast and Midwest regions, drawing in crowds with its wide range of products and budget-friendly prices. At its peak, Pick and Save boasted around 100 stores, cementing its status as a go-to destination for shoppers looking for quality goods at affordable rates. However, like many businesses, Pick and Save faced challenges over the years. In 1998, the company was acquired by Big Lots, leading to a rebranding effort that ultimately spelled the end of the Pick and Save era. The stores were gradually phased out, and by the end of the year, Pick and Save, as it was known, ceased to exist. What made Pick and Save stand out was its diverse inventory. From groceries to household items, clothing to electronics, you could find almost anything under its roof. This broad selection, coupled with competitive pricing, made it a favorite among bargain hunters and families alike.